Welcome back guys to the training sessions on SSRS with MDX. So in couple of videos we have seen how to add parameters and how to add single value parameters and multi-value parameters in MDX using MDX queries. And to repeat the same, just a brief about the same. If you use str to set, you can make use of multi-value parameter option, and if you use str to member, you can go for single value parameter, which will in single value parameter you must allow users to select only one value, not more than one. If the user selects more than one, then it will go for a toss. So it's always better if you it's always the only option if you're going for multi-value parameters is to select or is to make use of str to set function in your MDX query. Now this is fine. Everything perfect. See, it is filtering properly, and whatever I select, like all colors or any 2 colors, 3 colors, it is filtering and it is giving me the data. Now let's see how to add multiple parameters. We have added only one parameter, right? So, and we try different options for the single parameter. Now let's see how to add more than one parameter. Let's say my requirement is to provide the user the flexibility of filtering the data based on color as well as English product name, or let's say some other category. Okay, if the user selects a particular category, only that category product should be shown. So for the same, the first thing what I have to do is I have to get the item, or I have to add a where condition. See, until here, this is the first query. As you know, this is the first outer query and this is the inner query where I am filtering the color and then passing the filtered cube. This is the output of this select statement is the filtered cube or sliced cube. I'm passing this as input to the outer query. So the outer query will be executed on this filtered or sliced cube. Now my requirement is to provide an option to filter based on English category, right? So in that case, where I have to add the English product category, what is the best place to add the stuff? So you have to think in different ways and be careful here. I'm gonna explain you a couple of ways where about implementing the particular filter condition. The first one is the same way you can go for one more inner query. That means you can see, right, this is inner query, and for this inner query you can filter that. Select str to set @prod cat. Let's assume this is the parameter name, prod category on columns from AdventureWorks cube, close the bracket. So if you observe now, there is one more inner query, okay, and this is the first inner query which filters the prod category, whatever the values you're going to select, and then the sliced cube will be passed to the outer query, that is the second outer query, and here it will filter the color and it will pass the sliced based on color and product category cube to the outermost query. Okay, now this is one way. You can continue using subqueries just like this. Continue using subqueries. If you have 10 parameters, you can go for 10 subqueries. But the only problem is the performance will be little poor compared to the other ways that I'm going to explain. So it depends on your requirements. If this is the only way you can add the filtered next parameter, then you can go with these subqueries. This one will not create mess anytime. Mess in the sense, if you use a particular hierarchy in more than one axis, it will throw error. For sure it will throw error, right? To avoid that, people go for these subqueries continuously. If they have 10 parameters, go for 10 subqueries. They won't get that same axis issue, never. Okay, they won't get that. I'll show you that same axis issue. You will get confused if I keep on using that same axis issue or error, and if you are not aware of that, then it may mislead you guys. So let me write a simple query. Okay, the first thing, select, I'm taking one measure, let's say sales amount on axis 0. That means this is my 0th axis, comma, I'm taking color on 1, that is columns, from cube name. Okay, now this is a simple select statement and working fine. Now what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna add a where condition using color. So what I have to give? I have to give color of some particular, like black, blue, or something like that. So if I execute this now, it will throw error saying that the color hierarchy already appears in the axis 1 axis. That is, this is the axis 1. So in axis 1, I have used this hierarchy in the sense this part, product dot color, and here I'm using the same hierarchy. That is why it is throwing the error message. So this is the most critical issue. See, for example, if you are using this measures hierarchy, okay, you are having measures in the 0th axis, and if I try to add one more measure in the first axis, these two will form a tuple. So let me add a tuple query and let me comment it out. We know this is creating mesh, right? If you execute this, even here, if you see, the measures hierarchy already appears in the 0th axis. That means you can have any one hierarchy on any particular hierarchy on any one of the axes, either in 0th axis or in first axis or in where condition. So you cannot have the same, like here, product dot color in two different places. If you have it in two different places, it will throw error. So let me take this pen out and let me erase the drawings here. So I hope you understood now what I'm trying to say. Now if I add this color instead of subquery, if I add this color into the rows or columns, it will throw the same error saying that, man, it is used in columns. So this is not allowed. You can do one thing. You can use this parameter, color, okay, instead of this color. That means str to set color here. You can use this guy. But the problem with this one is it won't return this color as part of the output values, output result set. Let me show you that. Okay. Let me delete this guy. Let me execute it. Oops, 1 second. Is it coming or not? Black, it is filtering fine. Okay. Oops, from cube name, I missed the cube name. Just a second, guys. Oops, it's coming fine, so but I didn't expect this. Let me click on OK. Clicked on OK. Fine. Okay, guys, cool. This is working fine. Let me execute it. If it executes fine, then you can go for this option also. Okay, perfect. So what you can do is either directly use it here using the str to set the color instead of the main color, whatever you were main color attribute, or go for go for either where condition or for 1 second. This is not. This is. Let me type this. Oops, it is not coming to this point. That's why. Okay, happens to work. This is perfect. So either go for where condition or go for subqueries. Okay. Now let's see how to add one more parameter, and my intention is to add product category str to set. I'm doing it for multi values. I'll give it as @prod cat. Okay. Now next job is to define the parameter, from where it will get the values and what is the hierarchy and so on. So first I've given the color. Now I'm giving prod cat, and this hierarchy will come from product category, and the attribute name is English product name, and multi-values, let it be, you can check it there, and let me select all as default value. Okay, and if I click on OK, now this is ready to go. Now this is giving all the product categories. I select all as default value for product category and color as black. So this is showing all the products with black color. Okay. Now if I click on OK, you can see the parameter is added and still waiting for the parameter value option to be assigned. This will be assigned once I clicked on OK. Once I clicked on OK, automatically a parameter will be created, and you can see available values is taken from a prod cat, and the name of the parameter I have given. The dataset is created with the same name, and you can see the same using the by selecting the show hidden datasets. Here you can see the same stuff. And if you want to select multiple values, select it, and if you want to show this one as the first value, prod cat, use these top and bottom arrows, and now I think it is all set to go. So it is selecting all the products, all the categories. Now let me select only accessories. Under accessories, I have only one sport 100 helmet black. So this is as simple as this. So adding parameters or more than one parameters to the SSRS report when you're pointing to SSRS database. But keep in mind, this is one easy way, but always I prefer to go for subqueries or where conditions, or you can also go for subquery with multiple values. In the sense, select these two form is tuple. These two are not same hierarchy, right? We can have these two in the same selector. On columns, so I will give parentheses. Why? Because it is a set. So if you execute this now, something is missing. Let me check what is that. Prod cat str to set rows from on columns. I think from is missing. Okay. Now, if you use subquery, in subquery, it is not mandatory that you have to go for one item per subquery. You can go for, if these are distinct values, like distinct attributes or distinct hierarchies, like product category name, product subcategory name, English product name, you can use everything, all the stuff into one select statement or one subquery. This will not have impact, so it's always preferable. So the problem here is, if you see, okay, I'm executing this. If you observe it carefully, I've added this str to set color, and the column is coming fine, but str to set prod cat, it is not coming, right? This is what I was saying. I was telling. So when you already add the column and then convert it into str to parameter, then it will come. The values will be shown. But this guy, it is not showing. So this is a problem. If you want to show product category values to the end user, in your report table, then you cannot show the same stuff. So always parameters, you push it into the subquery and leave this guy as clean one. So whatever the items you want to show, just select it so that to avoid the issues. Sometimes it will show, sometimes it will not show, and there is some particular thing for the same. I think it is not color. Let me delete it by mistake. I have added color. Sorry, product name. I think I have to add color. Let me take color. So done. If you see, this is the query with two parameters, and first parameter is having str to set at the rate product category, and the second parameter is at the rate color. And if you want more, you can add just like this. Let me add one more. Str to set. What I will add is products. I will add product. Good, right? I'll add products. I can add. I can filter based on products also. That means. So This is the simplest and the best way of adding parameters, so don't go try different ways and get stuck. And I mean, I know it's very difficult when you don't know, when you're new to the technology, it will be very difficult. So don't try all the extra stuff which may lead to confusion for you guys. So this is fine. I selected all products. This is working perfectly fine. Now the products is still not assigned. Once I click on OK, you can see the extra data set, hidden data set created, and the parameter. And let me order this guy. Okay, this is fine. So now all the products are coming fine for this particular color. So let me select any one product, that is half finger gloves. I have to search for it. Where is that guy? Half finger gloves. I don't know whether it is L or M. Okay, L, this is fine. So now it has to show only one record and working perfectly fine. And if you want to provide multi-value option to this, come here and select this. Already we used str to set in the query. If you observe it, we used str to set, so multi-values will work fine as well as single values. So we are good with this. And product category, let's see, it is already selected, multi-values. Now we can play with these parameter filters. So now I showed you how to add more than one parameter to your SSRS report pointing to SSRS cube database. And just practice it and try to add, and don't worry about these hidden data sets. These will be hidden by default actually. It won't be shown unless you right click on these and select this option. It will be shown, or else it will be hidden like this. All this one will be, and you can make use of the queries to create next parameters. When you want to create parameter on your own, you can take this. This is a beautiful query with all the calculated measures. First calculated measure will give caption, next one will give you unique name, that is the full name, and third one will give you the level of it, what level it is. This level is used to design your parameter values display in your report. For example, that level is used here to show the values in the stepped way. This is the 0th level, so it is starting from here, and this is the first level, it is starting from here. And if there is any value with the level 2, it will start from here, somewhere here. So that is the level is used for that, and you can ignore it if you don't want. And I showed you also how to ignore the particular part, how to show everything in one line just by selecting the different display field rather than what you are selected. For example, here instead of a parameter caption internet, you have to go for parameter caption. Hope you understood this concept, guys, and try to add a couple of parameters to your report and practice it. And this is not easy for the beginners, so try to practice as much as you can. And I'll catch you soon in my next video by showing the cascading parameters, like how to cascade these things. Now if you see, if I select only accessories, it has to show me only the colors that is present for this particular accessories category. And for example, if I select black, it should not show all the products here. It has to show only the products that belong to the color black and the product category accessories. So it will make some sense, right? Else it won't make any sense. That's why there should be some relationship, and we'll call this as cascading parameters. And let's see that video. Let's see that in the next video. Thank you, guys. Have a nice day.